going on, guys? Dave here. This is my month 20 investment portfolio update, and there's no better way to put it than this. We got absolutely shit kicked between October and November of 2025. There's no better way to put it. And I've been doing this, as you can see, for 20 months now. All right, investing into Nvidia and Bitcoin, and also investing into some other bullshit, which I will explain here momentarily. Been doing this for 20 months, about 2 years, and this by far has to be the worst month of investing for me when it comes to these two things. All right. And there's so many different factors right now. The government shutdown. Is AI a hype? Is Bitcoin really going to pump? What happened to October? Right? A complete letdown. And in part because of the US government. Not gonna lie. The government shutdown ain't helping, and then the whole fad with AI and people freaking out over Sam Altman really has people on the defensive right now, which is totally okay because we're gonna go back up. All right. Without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it and explain what exactly happened for this month. So, for those of you new to the channel, okay, which probably is like one or two of you, all right, whatever. The fuck, this camera. Um, I invest solely into Bitcoin and Nvidia, all right? That's what I do. I think Nvidia for the next 10 years is a huge power play. It's an excellent position if you believe in AI. I think Bitcoin is fabulous. I think within the next 10 to 15 years, we will see a $1 million Bitcoin, without a doubt. All right. So I have high conviction into these two positions. NVIDIA, I kind of began investing into it 2.5 years ago. Bitcoin was 2 years ago, and I've been doing this ever since. I've been tracking this now for 20 months straight. Now, monthly contribution a month. Actually, we need to go back to this first. All right. For the few of you that watched the previous month's video, okay, I bought into these three new positions. I thought I was Mr. Fancy Schmancy. Let's try something a little new here. My son was just born. Let me invest into this for him. Okay, and I put that in my previous month's video. Well, guys, long story short, I spent 90 days at a new work position or post, and son was born. Basically, my wife and I decided, hey, I got to get my ass back home. So I had to leave my job. And right now, I'm in the process of starting a new job. So, because of that, because I don't have any income coming in, I had to sell out of these positions. So, I had a share of MicroStrategy, a little over a share of the VGT index, and then about a share or a little under of the Triple Q. That came out in total to $2,240. So that's what I took in profits, and I will go ahead and explain how that affected my investment portfolio and also how it reflects in the graph that I'm going to show you at the end of this clip. So monthly contribution amount. Yeah. Uh, Homeboy didn't contribute shit. All right, because I contributed a lot in the early fall and at the end of September. Okay. I guess September is technically fall, whatever. In the early fall, if that's what you want to call it. All right, we're approaching the holidays now. We're entering late fall, whatever. All right. So I didn't contribute anything into Bitcoin, didn't contribute anything into Nvidia. Now, mind you, I did take out a little extra cash than I really need. All right. And I did that as a cushion, just in case something comes up, just to make my wife and I feel a little better. So that cash that I have in reserve, hopefully in a month from now, if that's still there and I'm getting paid through the position and freelancing work, I'm going to take that money and put it back into the market. All right. That's what I'm going to do. I took profits just as a security blanket for my wife, son, and I. And I didn't go out and fucking lease a new Mercedes or a fucking Jeep or buy a bunch of useless bullshit. Whatever. I didn't do any of that. It was just kind of for my family, just for us to feel good, put food on the table, XYZ. All right. So that's for next month. Now, right now, we need Bitcoin dropped over 18%, okay, over the last 30 days. It was fucking huge. And this was a complete surprise to a lot of people. October. we're starting to see that this whole concept of the 4-year cycle and these little trends of October and this and da 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 don't really mean shit. All right. And I think a big factor in all this right now is the fact that there is a US government shutdown. People are fucking scared. People scared that we are in an AI bubble. All right. They're scared at whether the output of these chips and investment into things like open AI and all this other shit are actually going to pay off, or if it's just the flavor of the month, whatever. Okay. So there's all these factors working against Bitcoin and against crypto right now. And we got shit kicked. All right. 30 days ago, it was 100. And I did a investment update. We were at 124K per Bitcoin. We're now at 101. All right. We're at 101. I think it says a lot that the lowest we've dipped is 99K. We're standing strong at 100K. We're going to go back up. Not going to say no, tomorrow, not going to say next month, not going to say by the end of the year. Who fucking knows? But if you're holding long term, you're going to be all right. All right. Nvidia was at $185 per share last month. It is now at 190. Nvidia, I think, takes a lot of the brunt of all this AI shit. All right. Nvidia is huge demand for their product. They got the numbers, they got the dollar signs to back it up. All right. But shit like this shit with Palantir and the interview on CNBC and Sam Altman on this fucking podcast and all this other bullshit, you know, it's a part of these AI portfolios, and Nvidia's thrown into it and they get pulled down too. So my boy Jensen Huang is holding it the fuck down. All right, he's been doing it for over 20 years. I got full confidence in the man and Nvidia as well, and we will be seeing output. All right, we will be seeing results from AI within the near future. Okay, and last little funny thing here: predictions: Bitcoin will hit 200K by the end of 2025. I fucking posted that a year ago. A year ago, I had that shit, or like maybe like December or January of 2026 or 2025, like about a year ago. What a fucking joke. We're at 100 now. There is like almost no chance we hit 200K by the end of 2025. All right. I'd be happy with just going back to 120. All right. I'd be happy with that. All right. A lot of the gains we're going to see, or heavy movement we're going to see, is going to come within the next few months into 2026. All right. So it is what it is. Don't fucking panic. Don't sell all your shit. Calm down. All right. There's a lot of external factors right now in play. Let that pass and we will regain. You'll be able to get back to your, in the green or whatever the fuck. All right. My current portfolio value. Okay. 133 shares at 25K. Bitcoin, I was at zero point 0.3 because I took 1K out in profits. 0.29 in Bitcoin at 30K. We are down 8% from September, or from September and October, excuse me, because those were combined into one video. This excludes the $2,240 that I took in profits. We're down 8%. We're almost down to 10th of what we fucking had a month ago, okay? Where somebody call a ambulance. It's not a big deal. All right? It's not a big deal. $55,424 in portfolio value is where we ended up for the month of November, or at least here on November 9th, 2025. What the fuck? Finally, the chart. All right? If you look in the top left, you'll see the profits that I took in November of this year. And you'll see the actual market loss. So I know you're like, well, Dave, it's a part of the market loss. Well, this is just like my principal, the effect on the principal. I lost about 4.5K due to the market fluctuation, due to the government shutdown, due to this AI shit. All right. Over the past, not even 30 days, I'd say like 20-ish days. All right. 3 weeks, call it. And I had a lot of extra cash and severance converted from leaving my previous job and the country in August. All right, so we went up to 62K for September and October. Again, that was combined that month because I was busy as shit and my son was born and my wife needed my help. Bunch of stuff, all right? So 62,685, we went down. I took some profits, and we are now at 59. It's actually not 496. It's a little under that. because I did this chart, and then like 20 minutes later, I did the fucking the deck presentation. So the numbers are a little off, but we're at a little over 55, $424 dollars, 55K. All right, guys, that's it. I'm not gonna like. Don't panic. All right, Bitcoin's not gonna go to fucking zero. AI is not dead. Okay, it's fine. There's a lot of external factors right now. You need to hang tough. I'm gonna hang tough and stick with this shit. I'm gonna put more money in at the end of November, and I will account for that in the December video, 30 days from now. If you enjoy this content, if you enjoy the idea of tracking your own portfolio, number one, go start your own page, because I've been doing this for 20 months straight, and it keeps me locked in to my investment goals and to looking at things long term. I started at 8K in April of 2024. 20 months ago, less than 2 years ago, I was at 8K. And there were only two different times where I got a pretty big, like a chunk of money. I wasn't putting in like fucking $5,000, $10,000 a month. It was like maximum like 700, 800. And I got my wedding gift in summer of 2024, June. And then I got my severance, my payout from my previous job and leaving the country in August. And I pumped those in. Those were both under 10K. All right. Both under $10,000. And I pumped that in. Every other little increase you see is just the principal. Bitcoin, since I've invested into it, is up 180%. I've made over double my principal in Nvidia. I've made $15,000 in profits, and I checked that this morning. All right. I'm not saying I'm a big shot. I'm saying time beats everything. Okay. Time beats everything. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next month. Who gives a fuck about all this shit? I'll see you next month. See ya.